Hello everyone. I made a little video about the seven stages of disease debunked a couple of days ago and put it out. And I didn't actually, I forgot or didn't realize that this Friday on Fruity Fridays we have Lauren Whiteman talking about the seven stages of disease. So if you want to learn about that from Lauren, you can go to fruitfest.co.uk and sign up for our newsletter or fruitfest.co.uk/Fruity Fridays. There might be some more information there, or I'll maybe put a link below for that, and you can join us, or the UK Fruit Fest community group on Facebook, and we'll put a link in there to join us for Fruity Fridays, which is a Zoom call on a Friday night, 7 p.m. UK time. You are welcome to join, and it's free to join for the moment anyway. You know, never, maybe one day we'll make it, you can't get it for free, but at the moment it's free. So Lauren will be speaking on this Friday, and she'll be talking about the seven stages of disease. So maybe that's why that came up in my mind to talk about. I didn't actually specifically make the video aimed at her or whatever. She did reply to it, funnily enough. And she was giving some information about, well, she was telling me that I should be reading certain books and I should learn more about it and all this kind of stuff. And, Lauren is someone I think quite new to this movement, to the raw vegan world. Seems to be quite popular. A lot of people are in her group and interested in learning from her. I have interviewed her before. She has, some good information and what I perceive to be some highly dangerous information. She's not got the experience to realize how dangerous some of what she's saying is. She's maybe got some experience to have and some time to grow and develop and gain a bit of experience with this, and realize that flippant remarks and flippant comments based on 100-year-old books that have no scientific credibility, that have no strong evidence behind their ideas, are not a good way of addressing modern day health issues, and weren't a good idea back then. There's a reason why natural hygienists were called quacks and were called quackery, because they were giving poor information. Now, some of that information was good. Many problems in health issues are diet related. If you're overweight, if you're obese, then of course diet is the way. If you suffer from one of the diseases that is caused or stimulated by a poor diet, which is many, many things, then of course diet is a solution. If you have, digestive problems, certain autoimmune disorders, diet is a solution. If you want to be in a better state of health so your immune system is better and you can hold back things like viruses and things better, then obviously improving your diet. Diet is the way of improving your health. It's the way of avoiding many, many health complications. However, that does not mean automatically that medication is something that we should not take, and that there is no reason for taking medication. And hygienists and different people put across this idea of terrain theory. It's about the terrain being dirty and all that, and you need to clean it out and detox it all out. And terrain theory, I mean, it's all kind of right, but put across all the wrong way. Just like the seven stages of disease, it's all kind of right, but it's like not the right focus, really. What the focus should be is just changing the diet, because it's diet and certain foods are stimulating disease and damaging the body. And that's a very simple and easy thing to see, and it's fairly commonly understood. Maybe not enough. It's amazing to me that people aren't using the kind of obvious Occam's razor of diet being the obvious cause of many people's health issues. And I saw someone making a video, an expert on sort of bodybuilding, who's saying, why is it that bodybuilders don't last so long and they always have heart problems? And I'm thinking, well, it's the bodybuilder diet. Like when you eat when you eat like 10 eggs a day, when you have a liter of milk a day, when you have red meat for 2 meals a day. Like, honestly, is it any mystery that these guys have very shortened lives quite often? But then people will say it's steroids. I mean, it obviously is all a part of it, but clearly the diet is a big problem, and it's a terrible diet. And the fact that people don't simply see that is complete delusion. But um, so diet, obviously, I see diet as very important. I see diet as causing disease, particularly heart disease, uh, a contributor towards cancer, diabetes, and potentially we can reverse these things. But there's a couple of things where I don't say diet is 100% the solution and nothing else. Cancer being one of them, and infections being another, and a whole range of other things. I'm not a medical expert. I don't know all the diseases out there and all the different things that happen. But more and more over my time, I've seen people who want to do fasting or a raw vegan diet to reverse certain problems, and it doesn't reverse certain problems. You know, if you have cataracts in your eyes, it's incredibly unlikely that you're going to do a fast and get rid of cataracts. You need to get those operated on. When you have certain issues with your teeth, you're going to have to get potentially a root canal, a tooth removed, or something. Some of you are going to get triggered by like root canal. I get it. You've watched nonsense documentaries, but but you got to kind of look at a bit more information than that. Some of you are really searching, fishing in a shallow pond for your information, and you've got to stop fishing in a shallow pond. You've been fishing in that shallow pond to some degree all your life, marketing information from the food industry, marketing information from the junk food, the restaurant industry, from the supplement industry, feeding you basic ideas to sell products that you're not going deeper than. That's shallow thinking. That's a shallow pool of information. You've got to start going down to depths, finding principles, real principles, not like made up principles, like someone making up a concept, like actual working ideas that are well accepted ideas. So when it comes to health information, if someone has an infection or say a virus or whatever, and your solution is you should do a natural hygiene diet, fast, dry fast, take herbs, this is abominably bad information for people, dangerous information, terrifically dangerous. Now, I would agree with Lauren on majority of things, and I'm sure that when it comes to supplementation, she probably agrees with me on like people shouldn't really be taking supplements and shouldn't be going down that path. And a lot of people would see that as extreme, but I would agree with her on that. And I think probably diet wise, probably pretty much agree. I think she mentioned a diet that she does that seemed a bit light on the calories. I'm not sure if that's exactly how she eats, but um, other than that, I'm sure there's a lot that we would agree. I'm just concerned in this movement of the people that share good information and then share unbelievably dangerous information. And that's the way I look at it. Like, and it includes the people that are telling everyone they're deficient and all their foods are deficient and they should supplement. That's dangerous information. You don't realize how dangerous that is. You really don't understand how dangerous that is. People that say, oh, you don't need to take antibiotics. You do not realize how dangerous that is. And maybe not to most people, but to that one person, it's a killer. It's killer information. To plant that in people's heads as a dogma and that person to then follow that. It's shallow pool information. It's puddle thinking. You need to start realizing there's an ocean. There's a sea or an ocean that you have to dive into. And stop trying to think, oh, I can just find this little shallow pool of information and that's me. Oh, nice and simple stories that all make sense. No, you can't have one concept that covers everything. It doesn't work like that. And you're going to have to look at everything a little bit different. Okay? You're going to have to look at everything a little bit with a critical eye. And any health situation you're going to have to look at differently. And so I don't like any really simplistic ideas like this covers everything. Terrain theory is everything. That's the only reason people get sick. People only get cancer because of a deoxygenated environment. All dental stuff is wrong. Like, never have water from the tap. Fluoride calcifies the pineal gland. All of the chemicals are bad. All the food is deficient. Like, it's simplistic, narrow-minded storytelling, marketing, conspiracy theory, information designed to hook you in, and you got to realize it and go beyond it. Maybe pick up a textbook or two. Maybe open up. What does it say about carbohydrates? Interesting. What does it say about? This is the thing that the carnivore diet people and all these, they don't even look up a basic textbook. What does it say about carbohydrates? What does it say about fruits and vegetables? What does it say about anti-nutrients, which they like to talk about, fiber? What does it say about that stuff? What does it say about saturated fat causing heart disease? Interesting. That's in textbooks. Oh, cutting down on red meat. Oh, cutting down on meat and red meat. That's in textbooks. That's in actual, like, mainstream diet information. So we got to go further with our thinking. We got to go further. We got to go deeper. We're all still learning, and hopefully Lauren has something to teach us all on Friday, Fruity Fridays. 7 stages of disease. I mean, maybe I'm completely wrong about this. I personally don't think I don't know if it's a worthwhile framework to follow or look at or be concerned about. Does it matter if I know exactly how red meat contributes towards cancer? Do I need to know the stage-by-stage process, or do I just need to know it and then cut out red meat? I think that's enough. And I still don't see it applying to cancer, because cancer is a multiplication of a particular cell, and not, as some people seem to think, a sack of toxins that the body creates to save itself. Like, no. No. There's a couple of people in this movement that have healed from cancer, which means they got an operation to remove the cancer and then changed their diet. And they will swear to this day, if only I'd known about that, changing my diet before I got the operation. No, you would not be here if you'd not got it cut out. Like, or you don't know if you'd be here. So I'm a fan of avoiding the dangerous information. There's reasons. The UK Fruit Fest, we have pretty clear. I don't like people talking about fasting at UK Fruit Fest. I'll tell you why. As soon as people talk about fasting, someone goes off to fast. Who doesn't need it? Who absolutely doesn't, probably doesn't need it. Shouldn't be doing it. People go off fasting. I mean, sometimes like young girls and stuff, 19 years old. Why are you going fasting? Because you think you're a bit fat. Like, come on. And that's what happens. And I'll put on a bit of weight. I want to go fast. I mean, I don't want to make fun of people, but it's dumb. It's dumb, and it's a big reason that people fast if people are honest. It's if they're overweight. And so too many people are going to go and fast, go back to their old diet as soon as they go back. It's happens all the time, but people, it's a compelling thing to fast. That's why it's been part of the natural hygiene business for a long time. The fast, the fasting retreat. It's a business thing. And people get very short-term relief, incredibly short-term relief, and no long-term. Like, I don't know. So I don't really like people talking about fasting. I'd rather people do the work, changing their diet, changing their lifestyle, starting to exercise, develop, develop. But maybe we're not providing enough for people. So I'm personally working on something for everyone, and people can take advantage of it. But what I'm personally kind of interested in is making sure the information isn't leading people down dark and dangerous paths. Now, people will go and find the dark and dangerous information. They just won't find it from me. And that's why some people can't stick with me. Because I'm just pure light, like fucking truth, light, like good information. This is good for you. Like, don't go down these dark and dangerous roads. That's me, I'm a lighthouse, right? But some of you don't like the light. You want to go and find the dark and dangerous, the dry fasting, the breatharianism, the demons, you want to go to the demonic stuff that destroys your life. Well, find the demonic. You want to be like a witch, hubble, bubble, toil and trouble with my supplements, all of my supplements and my powders, and I'll do a tarot reading to see what supplements I'll take today and my herbs. You want to go down the dark, demonic, witchy path, go there. I want to push you towards empowerment. Like, stop thinking about this anymore. Get it right, move on. Get it right, move on with your life. Go and do great things for people. Go and do great things in the world. Go and share this with other people. Stop. And I'm telling you, people are going down dark roads all the time. Some people try and be so healthy that they kill themselves. Some people try and get so healthy that they kill themselves, that they get sick. I just saw something weird over there. So I don't want to offend anyone. And a lot of the stuff I'm saying is I'm a little bit over the top and everything. And, not everything I'm saying is right. I've made mistakes over the years. But join us on Friday and we'll see what Lauren has to say. I'm not trying to argue with Lauren. She'll get a chance to show her piece and everyone will get a chance to ask their questions of her. So that'll be good. So Fruity Fridays on Friday night and most ongoing Fridays, if you want to join us, you're absolutely welcome. I'll see you there. Anyway, thank you.